Here's another movie review. Boom! Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you too? All right, Bad Boys 2. I think it's better than Bad Boys 1. And I love Bad Boys 1. No disrespect to Bad Boys 1. But Bad Boys 2 had a little bit more action. And I think Bad Boys 2 was funnier. Michael Bay directs this last Bad Boys he directs actually, and Michael Bay has such a style of directing. One thing about all the Bad Boys, it really Miami is also a character in this movie. Certain movies they make the city a character, and Bad Boys does it, and really into it highlights Miami. I think more than Bad Boys 1, but Miami is a character. This gives us the classic scene of when Martin's daughter's going on a date with Reg, and they just typical uncle and dad mode drill this young boy, and he's like nervous inside. Yes sir, yes sir. You know what I'm saying? And it's a classic scene. It's such a classic scene, still to this day, that people laugh and enjoy. Like, it's a great scene. Gabrielle Union, Martin's sister's in this, and this is kind of like early Gabrielle Union. Like, we were still kind of learning Gabrielle around this time, so it was a big movie for her. Martin at this time is like really peaking. He's really peaking. I'm Martin, but Will Smith is really peaking. Martin is like an established, I would say, legend at this point. Because this came out in '03. Like, this is Blue Streak has been out. Like, Martin had a lot of movies between Bad Boys 1 and 2. And then he had the series Martin had just been done at this point. So like Martin at this time is really like a legend, and Will Smith is red hot. So the popularity of the movie was bigger than Bad Boys 1, because in 1 Will was still kind of like new, and like he was just known, he was still new. But this by '03, he's like a movie star, and really Bad Boys 1 made him that. And so we're seeing this is like Pete Will Smith and this is Pete Martin at the same time. Like, they're both at A game. And so, because Martin was still, cranking movies out around that time as well. Like, Ben Mama's House was still, I think, came out after this. Like I said, Blue Streak it had been out. National Security, I think, came out around the same time. So like Martin was cooking, and Will was cooking, and Martin dominated the '90s. So this is like '03. We're not that far from the '90s. So, Martin was like at that time the hottest comedian. Really at that time, Will was the hottest movie star, and so the dynamic of their brands being so red hot at that moment made Bad Boys 2, I think, better, and it had to go bigger because of that, and they delivered. Michael Bay, as a director, was really peaking that time as well. Like, early 2000s, really when Michael Bay was really really cooking, and so it was like, that's why I think 2 hits different than 1, and it's going to hit different than 3 and 4, because that's when everybody was just hot. Like, everybody in the movie was like, that's their prime. And so it's a phenomenal movie. There's a lot more stakes in the line, a lot more explosions on the line. This Mike Lowry character, we really get to see the invincibility of Mike Lowry in this. Martin is the more cautious character because he's a family now, the dynamics of him. So he's not as gun-ho as he was in 1. And one thing about the Bad Boys franchise as a whole, they show growth and development. And that's really unique for a comedy movie. You know what I'm saying? They still keep it in the essence of comedian comedy, but they show you the growth and development in this comedy franchise, which is really dope. But if I can give a rating, Bad Boys 2 is 5 stars, hands down. Bad Boys 2 is 5 stars. It's better than it's one of the few sequels that are better than the first one, and this one is the exception to the rule. But Bad Boys 2, 5 stars. I love this movie. I could watch this movie today. It holds the test of time. Martin, Will, this chemistry is insane. And definitely, at the time, we thought that was going to be the last Bad Boys. Then they dropped 2 more here recently. So shout out to that movie, man. It's held the test of time. They held it down for the Bad Boys franchise for over about 15 years. So we thank God for that movie. It's an amazing movie. 5 stars, hands down. Let me know in the comments if you agree or not.